Well, 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 look who's back again. It's you. And it's me. Alright, let's talk about the state of streaming here at the end of the month. We got stuff from Twitch about DMCA, Elgato have got things for you to buy, and YouTube are bringing in some Twitch-like features. Let's discuss them here in video form. You can join in the comments. You can give us a like. You can give us a subscribe while you're here if you're enjoying this whole thing. Why not? Intro time. Boop. So Twitch sent out an email saying, don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. We got this whole DMCA thing in hand. Don't worry, because we've got an easier dashboard for you to see when you have a DMCA claim. That's something. You can delete your VODs even easier than ever before. Cool. Okay, well, let's take a look at some of the wording of this email. It might get a bit better as we go along. Now, this email went out to pretty much everyone who's got a Twitch account. They're here saying our guidelines now include additional context about the DMCA. Explain what actions Twitch takes when it receives a DMCA notification. Clarify how creators can submit counter notifications or seek retractions, and provide additional detail about Twitch's repeat infringer policy, including that copyright strikes are not permanent, and if a creator accumulates 3 strikes, their account will be terminated. So, as it goes on to say, you've got the copyright claims manager. You've also got an easier way to delete your VODs, which doesn't feel like a huge boon. This just kind of feels like clarifying stuff. And in terms of their DMCA roadmap, this is looking about as good as it's going to get. One thing I will say that is kind of a plus is that you can offer counterclaims. I've worked at companies before where we've done live streaming, and music that the company owns, that the dude sat next to me has made, is used on the stream specifically for the stream, and you still get a copyright claim. So hopefully being able to offer that counterclaim will stop some of the algorithm roboids out there from sending you a DMCA claim and trying to shut your channel down for music you own. That's a plus. But I mean, at the end of the day, it sounds like DMCA is still down to you. Check out Grooves by Gamecaster if you want some good DMCA-free music. We've talked about it before on the channel. I get the feeling we're going to be talking about it for a while. Let's just don't even remind Twitch that Amazon own a streaming music service as part of Prime. Don't even tell them. Don't even bring it up. But they do. So I feel, there could be something there. But, Plus, who's ripping MP3s from someone playing Final Fantasy XIV in the background? YouTube has rolled out a bunch of new features that are bringing them up to par with kind of the big guy, Twitch. So they've brought out sub-only chat, poll creation in the chat, and clips. They're now available to everyone. As I said, these have been standard features on Twitch for a while, but bringing them over to YouTube and making them more available just means when you go over to there and use it, the things you expect as a viewer, the things you expect as a creator are already there. So bringing us up to par is kind of a plus. Now, according to Streamlabs and Stream Hatchet, YouTube made up 15.6% of hours watched in Q1 of this year, Twitch having 72.3% of that. As content creators, we've always said you should diversify where you stream. You should try streaming to multiple platforms. You can do that natively built in with XSplit Broadcaster. It's right there. You just click the amount bandwidth allowing. You can stream to as many places as you want. Diversifying where your content goes is only a good thing, and having those platforms kind of competing and getting onto a level playing field, that's only going to be a good thing for you, the creator, and you, the viewer, because you're going to get better content. And hopefully in time as well, we're going to get more innovation. That's something I'm looking forward to, that these platforms start innovating more and more, the type of stuff they offer, which will mean different types of content, which will mean more exciting stuff. Time will tell, but let's keep an eye on these things. Elgato have announced yet more streaming gear this month, and it's got to the point where basically all your streaming peripherals could be made by Elgato. The Elgato Facecam seems to be the big takeaway from this event, and the thing people are most excited about. Now, I know that it's got 1080p and up to 60 frames per second, and a Sony Starvis CMOS sensor, and honestly, I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff. But I know a person who does. Lewis, tell them what you think.
Thanks, Chris. So there's two key features that stand out with this new Elgato camera. First one is that it has a proper camera sensor from Sony. Now, most people probably don't know this, but actually a lot of the major camera manufacturers like Olympus and Panasonic, they actually have their sensors designed and developed and manufactured by Sony. So it's pretty exciting that you'll get a high quality sensor, even if it's technically just a webcam. The other thing is that it has a USB 3.0 uncompressed video signal, so hopefully you get a bit more quality out of this. Now, I took a look at Elgato's app, and it's cool that it has controls for shutter speed, but I hope in future updates it actually includes more advanced controls for exposure. But at the end of the day, the only way you can get your camera looking better is to put lights on it and not necessarily buy a more expensive camera.
Thanks, Lou. Now, they announced a whole bunch of other stuff. You got a new boom arm, you got the Wave XLR, you've got the Stream Deck version 2. You can swap out faceplates and stuff. And also, it was great that the Steam Deck was announced on the same day. That won't get confusing at all for all of us that follow streaming hardware and gaming at the same time, which is a pretty big cross-section. But sure, why not? Just call it almost exactly the same thing, Valve. You do you, whatever. But as I said, you're now at the point where basically everything, your lights, your camera, your microphone, your hardware controller, could all be made by Elgato, which is good because all the software kind of ties in together. It all works very nicely with XSplit as well. So, good stuff for streamers.
So Twitch has expanded regional pricing for subscriptions and gifting subs. You can see I now have it available here in Singapore. Now, it was stated in the blog post that when this was launched in Mexico and Turkey, streamers saw 5 times more gifted subs. So I'm kind of curious to see, after all this is launched and the pricing adjustment is made, how this affects streamers and how it affects how much money they earn from Twitch.
Thank you again, Lewis, and thank you for watching. What do you think of the new Elgato stuff? What do you think of this whole Twitch DMCA thing? Do you see a light at the end of a tunnel? Is it called Amazon's own music streaming service and that there could somehow be a deal between the two? I don't know. Don't even bring it up. Don't even mention it. Who knows? What did you think? Let us know in the comments below, and thank you again so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and get your notifications on, because we have new stuff coming out here all the time, from hardware stuff to streaming news to tutorials, all kinds of stuff happening on this channel. What would you like to see from us? Let us know in the comments below, and also reach out to us on our social media channels. For now though, I've been your friend Chris Slate. I've been joined by Lewis. We'll see you all very soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye. I don't know. I've written myself into a corner now with these M bits. I don't know what to do anymore. But I tell you who does know. Binks. Oh, focus on Binks. Focus on Binks. There he is. It's Binks.